Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Happy New Year to all of you. You made it. Let's quickly review 2022 and plan for 2023 and beyond. Look, Fed had an easy monetary policy back in 2020 to combat COVID-19. That resulted in very high inflation, and now in 2022, Fed aggressively increased the interest rates. That's costing stock market meltdown. And we had geopolitical issues with Russia and Ukraine, and many other countries are participating in this, and that sent the energy prices soaring. And we had China's COVID-19 lockdown policy that is causing the supply chain issues all around the world. And finally, we had Apple's privacy policy. This is costing a lot of money for investors in Snapchat, Meta, and social media stocks. And finally, we have distracted Elon Musk here. He's sending the Tesla stock down big time because of the Twitter saga. These are some big news items back in 2022. What we'll do now is we'll look at how to invest in 2023 and beyond. Let's jump into my favorite platform, which is TradingView. Look, from a stock market perspective, I'm in a in TradingView, as you can see here, and I'm in a all maximum number of years. It's all the time frame that we have. I'm in the max time frame right now. Look, we are looking at S&P 500 right now. As you look through S&P 500, look, we had a meltdown back in 2000. This is really our dot-com bust, and that carried over from 2000 to 2002, as you can see here, and then we went higher. And that went for a couple of years, and then we got subprime mortgage issue here. Companies like Lehman Brothers and Bear Stearns went under, and we had this meltdown, which is really related to subprime mortgage, and that went on for about a year or so. And then we had a real great bull market. Look at this bull market from 2020 all the way to 2019. That's a great bull market, with the exception of few bumps along the way. One of them is really 2018 rate increase by Ben Bernanke, actually by Powell, and that sent stock market down big time back in 2018 December timeframe. And then you got COVID-19 meltdown here. Stock market came down big time. Look at this, down tick here, big down tick here, but we recovered pretty quickly here. And we had a nice bull run here for a year or so here. And look, 2022 here, big time meltdown here. This meltdown is caused by the easy monetary policy. Fed really pumped money to COVID to really combat COVID back in 2020. The easy money led to high inflation. Now we are paying the price. That's why markets are coming down big time. So that's a quick rear view mirror on how market works. But if you're a long-term investor, don't worry, this is a great buying opportunity. If you have a long-term horizon, this is a good time to slowly start buying, mainly because look, market is going to improve as we go forward. Maybe first half of 2023 we might have some headwinds here, mainly because Fed is going to increase the rates, but they will not be increasing drastically like before. They will basically increase slowly compared to what they've done back in 2022. That can have some positive effect on the stock market. And there may be some light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to Russia-Ukraine war. We don't know that yet. At the same time, companies like Apple and many other companies are diversifying away from China slowly but surely. So with that, now let's jump in here and look at how markets have done in 2022, and let's plan for beyond 2023 and beyond. So with that, I will take you to my Excel spreadsheet here. So what this tells you is really, it tells you, the year is 2022, 2021, so on and so forth here you can see. And then you got inflation rate and Fed funds rate. Look what happened here. Look at the inflation rate in 2022. Look at that. It's high, very high, 7.1. It slightly came down, in October, November, and so a couple months, but still very high. The moment inflation rate is high, the Fed funds will increase. Now look, Fed funds rate is 4.50, which is almost same as back in 2007, as you can see here, or slightly higher. So this is the highest Fed funds rate here. So that's causing our S&P 500 or SPY here. Look at SPY here. SPY big time down here, down 18% year to date. It's a 2022 performance. Look, QQQ, which is Nasdaq 100, down 32%. That's a huge drop here. On the other hand, Dow Jones Industrial Average did pretty okay here, just 7% down in 2022, which is great. And then we got IWM, which is Russell 2000. Look, IWM is done pretty okay here. I mean, not great. It's 20% down, better than Nasdaq. And then we got, technology down 27%. Semiconductors really came down big time here. Look, semis are down big time, 33%. It's really big time down for AMD, Nvidia, and your favorite stocks here. XLY consumer sector here came down big time here. Think about Amazon.com and Home Depot, Lowe's, and so on and so forth. Looks like consumers are really not spending too much here. On the positive side here, if you're a long-term investor, the healthcare is a very good sector here. XLV, look, it's hardly impacted much here, just 2.1% down. I recommend buying some energy, XLV here, or even healthcare names here. Look at great stocks like Eli Lilly and United Healthcare, UNH. And NVO, and so on and so forth here. XLI Industrials did very well here, mainly because they are dividend payers and they do a good job. And then you got financials down 10% here. At this time, you could buy some great financial stocks here. It's a good sector. And look, XLU, if you're into utilities, XLU is always a great one. You can buy this even now. It's a great one. They pay a lot of dividend. It's essential. People have to pay for their energy and so on and so forth. That's why it's done very well here. Positive. Gold, very conservative, as you can see here. Gold is shining. It's hardly down for the year. So it's a great one here. And then you got XLP. XLP is again a great one here. You have to buy your essentials like soap and Clorox wipes and so on and so forth here. That's why XLP is going higher. Think about stocks like Procter & Gamble, PG, and so on and so forth here. The highlight of the 2022 is XLE, which is energy sector. Look at the energy sector up nicely here. Think about Devon Energy, Chevron, ExxonMobil, Occidental Petroleum, and so on and so forth. And then we got your real estate down, IYT Transports down, EM Europe, emerging market down, as you can see here, China down, and look, even India is also down, UK is down. Now let's look at some trends here. Look, SPY down 18%. And look, as you scan through here, back in 2018, SPY were down. SPY or S&P 500 was down 38%, as you can see here. So now we are not as steep drop like back in 2008, but still we are dropping 18%. And look what happened to QQQ, 41% down. We are not there yet here. That's why I think there may be some more drops, but situation will improve as we head to second half of 2023. And look, as you go down here, look at this drop back in 2002 or so here. This is the dot-com bust. We had 3 years of down drop here, both in SPY as well as Nasdaq and many other names, as you can see here. That's a severe drop here. I think we might not have this much severe drop because we are not like a dot-com burst time frame here. We got great companies. That's why I'm a little bit optimistic that we'll come back after second half of 2023, as Fed is really trying to reduce the rates or increase the rates slowly, and probably they will hold it there. The wild card factor is really the Ukraine and Russia geopolitical tension. If it calms down, then you can have a very good market, and market can go higher. So with that in mind, if you are really a conservative investor, your best bet is XLV here, which is really healthcare. Look, healthcare never drops as severely like SPY or even QQQ for that matter. Look, it drops, but it does not drop too much. And even back in 2000, look, it's just dropped 11% compared to, look at the Nasdaq drop here, 36%. If you're a conservative investor, invest in XLV. XLV is pretty good, or you could even buy SPY when it drops big time. But if you're a very long-term investor and you have long time horizon, you could really buy some technology and hold it for long time horizon. It's always great to buy technology when it's down big time here. And if you are approaching your retirement here, I say stick with the sectors like XLU here. XLU is a very steady area, as you can see here. That does pretty well here, even in this meltdown here. Look, XLU just down 1.4%. And you could also buy XLV Healthcare. These are very defensive names here. I would put my money if you're nearing your retirement, and you could also have some money in bonds as usual. But XLV and XLU is very good for folks who are retiring, who are approaching retirement or already in retirement age. And then we got here XLE. XLE, I would be careful here. XLE is good, if you can get in, get out quickly. XLE is good here, but XLE, sometimes it can have really bad downturn. So that's why you got to be careful with XLE here. Look at 2020 here, XLE down 32%. Remember those days where energy futures were negative, and look back in 2008, it was down 38%. So energy is really slightly not so great to buy at this level, mainly because it went up so much in last 2 years. Probably it's not worth chasing it up here, but if it goes down, you could buy some. So those are great areas. In a nutshell, buy XLU or the stocks in the XLU and stocks in XLV or healthcare if you're a conservative investor. Now you might wonder, okay, that's good. Tell me, what can I buy? So I will take you to my yearly stock chart here. This will tell you what you can buy. So as you go through my yearly stock chart here, look, I got a few companies here, and I basically have performance by year, 2022, 2023, and so on and so forth here. Look, we got technology here, starting with Apple, as you can see here. If I just go into technology sector here and look at some great technology names here and go from there. So look, we got technology here. I'm just filtering by technology. Look, as you go through technology here, we got Apple. Apple is a great name here. Look, Apple is down in December by 12%. They got RSI is 37, relative strength index. That tells you it's really down big time. But look, from a Morningstar perspective, they get a very good grade here. B grade for financials, B grade in growth, and profitability A grade, and nice and high Altman Z score. Tells you financially they're very, very, very stable. And as you scan through here, look, they have done pretty well here. Let me just go and hide this here so we can look at this a little more clearly here. Look, back in 2022, Apple has done negative 26%, but look, 2021, 2020, 2019 they have done great. 2018 when the Fed was increasing the rates, they had a little bit downturn here, but look, they have done pretty good here all the way back to 2014. Overall good performance. If you're a long-term investor, you could buy some Apple here and hold it. And same story with Microsoft here. Microsoft is a better player here. They also do very well. And look at the performance, down 28% for the year. But look at the few past performances. Microsoft has done great with the leadership of Satya Nadella. If you're a long-term investor, even though technology is not great at this time here, you could buy some great names like Apple and Microsoft and go from there. And if you're a little bit young or young at heart, you could look at these great semiconductor stocks here, like Nvidia and Broadcom. These are great ones here. You could buy these. They will do great here. Look at the steep drop in Nvidia here, 50% drop. And Broadcom is again a great name here. I love Broadcom better because they are trying to diversify away after the VMware acquisition. So you could look at this name here. Mainly Nvidia came down because look at the way they have gone up, multiple expansions in 2021, 2019 and so on and so forth here. Because you got multiple expansions in the past, you have to give some back. That's what's going on. You could slowly start buying some Nvidia. It's a great one to buy, in addition to other names like AMD. That's also a great one here. And for the folks who want to sleep at night, you could go and buy some Oracle. Oracle is a great one here. Look, it's just down 4.6%. It's one of those steady Eddie names under leadership of Larry Ellison and Safra Catz. And look, Cisco, for the folks who want to invest in the dividends, it's a good name here. Typically, it holds up pretty well because they pay a very good dividend. And we got a few more names here. Adobe came down big time here after buying another company. Figma, look, it down 40%. Salesforce.com down big time here. And I also like Texas Instruments or TXN here. For the folks who want to invest for long haul here, this is a great name here. Look, it's just down 9% compared to other names. It's one of my favorite sleep at night type stock here. And for the folks who are aggressive, you could look at Qualcomm here. Qualcomm is a great name, down 38%, but this is a super aggressive name here. You could look at some of these names in the technology area. And now you might wonder, okay, tell me about energy, so not energy, healthcare. What can I buy in the healthcare? Let's go to quickly healthcare names here and look at some great place. Look, in the healthcare, if you don't have exposure to UNH, it's a great company here. Many of you know this healthcare insurance play here. Look, this company up 6.9% in 2022, and look, it's been up in 2021, 2019, and so on and so forth here. This is a great one here. If you don't have exposure to UNH, I urge you to buy some UNH and stock it away in your long-term portfolio. And then you got J&J here. J&J is again a dividend aristocrat, as many of you know here. Look, this is also up here 6%. Great name here. You could buy some J&J here for your retirement portfolio. And next two are my favorites here. Look at Lilly. If you don't have Lilly or Novo, these are the great ones to buy here. Look at that solid performance here, very steady Eddie. You could buy these names here and sock them away. They do great, as you can see here. And look, Lilly is even better than Novo here. Look, they've done very good back in 2018 also, as you can see here. And then you got a few more names here. Look at AbbVie and Merck. Merck has been doing great. AbbVie is also my favorite. You could look at both these names here. By looking at this, keep watch on the RSI here. When the RSI is slightly high, wait for it to calm down a little bit. Whereas AbbVie, it's a low RSI, you could buy even up here. And then you got a few more names here. Look, AstraZeneca is again trying to go higher. I'm not a big fan of AstraZeneca, but it's a steady Eddie type stock here. And you got a few more here. Look at Amgen. Amgen is trying to come back after drop a couple years ago. Now it's a nice impressive growth here. You could look at this one also. These are some top players when it comes to healthcare sector. And now you might wonder, okay, how about utility? Because utility has done well. So if you're into utility here, let's go here to sector and look at utility. All right, so from a utility perspective, keep watching here. We got a big utility. This is sorted by market cap, as you can see here. Next Era Energy here, $83 stock here, has done great historically. 2022 is down 8.5%. You could buy this one. Even better is Duke Energy. You could buy some Duke here. Duke has done great. You could buy some Duke as it comes down slightly. But NE is a good one to buy here. Look at the RSI here. RSI is 49. That tells you could buy NEE up here as it came down here. And then you got a few more here. We got Southern Energy SO. It's also a good one to buy. Look, it's been doing pretty steadily pretty good here. And then you got Excel here. Look at Excel here. Pretty steady Eddie name here. You could buy Excel also here. Historically has done very well here. So these are some great energy names here. And you could also look at stocks like American AWK here, American Waterworks, down big time right now here, 17% down in 2022. It's a great one to buy up here. So these are some great ones to buy as energy is dropping off big time here. Look at Sempra Energy, again, one of my favorite here. It's also done well. Even American Electric Power, AEP. These are some great utility stocks you can buy and weather the storm in this market. And next you might wonder, hey, energy is going high. Can I buy some energy names here? We can go back to energy name here and look at some energy names. Look, from an energy perspective, let's see here, not consumer step, consumer defensive. Let's look at energy. All right, so from an energy perspective, look, we got big gorilla here, which is ExxonMobil. Impressive performance here, 87%, as you can see here. And look at that RSI is 57, and nice and impressive performance. I hate to chase, but if it comes down slightly, you could buy here. Look at the nice rating here. That's a great one here. Overall, nice 93 overall score. Even better than ExxonMobil. Chevron is a great one here. You could buy some Chevron. It's a good one here and has been doing pretty nicely, as you can see here. And then you got a few more names here. Keep a watch on the performance here. We got a few more great names. We got Shell, TTE, ConocoPhillips, again my favorite here. EOG, one of my favorite. And if you're into dividends, you could buy some ENB, again a great one here. Occidental Petroleum, again great one here. And I think down we got PXD. Pioneer is a great one here, and even as you go through here, Devon Energy, again a great one. We could buy these energy names here as they cool off slightly here. Right now I would not chase those because they're up nicely. These are some favorite sectors here, and we might look into one or two more here and wrap it up here. And let's look at consumer defensive and look at some consumer defensive names here. All right, so from a consumer defensive perspective, look at the Walmart here. Walmart has been trying to go higher. Look, it's just down 0.5%. This is, it does not go aggressively, as you can see, a very steady eddy here. You could buy this one. Look, its RSI is 39, tells you stock is clobbered here. You could buy. And we've got PG and Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is a very steady Eddie name here. Even PG and PepsiCo. These are some of my favorites here. But look, Costco, which is owned by Berkshire Hathaway, it's a great one. It's down 19%. Right entry point right now with the RSI of 33. You could buy some Costco here. They would do great going forward. And we got few more names here, Unilever and Mondelez and so on and so forth here. And look at this here, Mondelez has done great. Look at that performance, solid performance here. You could buy names like this one here. All right, so with that we'll wrap it up here. Thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Have a great 2023 and please subscribe.